see, this is a poem. This is the poem Conversation, which we studied few days back, isn't it? And in this, I'll just read it out once for you so that you just listen to it, okay, at the moment, because here there are two animals who are talking to each other. Okay, now children, everything you have to imagine. You cannot say that, oh, animals don't talk. No, we have to imagine. Okay, like how you have in your cartoon shows. Can a puppet or a toy talk? No, but the Doraemon talks, isn't it? Then so you can imagine, and we have to imagine. That is the best part of creativity. Okay, Mousy, Mousy, where is your little wee housey? Now here, who is speaking this? The cat is speaking this. The cat is saying this, isn't it? Here is the door under the floor, said Mousy, Mousy. Now here, these two lines are said by the mouse. Here is the door under the floor. Mousy, Mousy, may I come into your housey? You can't get in, you have to be thin, said Mousy, Mousy. Mousy, Mousy, won't you come out of your housey? I'm sorry to say, I'm busy all day, said Mousy Mouse. Now, children, here, this is entirely, this poem is based on conversation. That means dialogues. Okay. Now, here, the cat is saying, then the mouse is replying. Then the cat is again speaking. Then again, the mouse is replying to his question or whatever is the query. Okay, like that. This is called as dialogue writing. This is called as dialogue writing. Okay, now suppose when suppose if I give you an example of this cat and mouse only. Okay, now suppose let's say that this cat says, oh mouse, where is your house? Okay, so this is one this is, and then the mouse says, here it is under the floor. So that is one set of dialogue. That means the speaker says and then the other person replies. That is one set of dialogue. Okay, so these are called as sets of dialogues. So today this is just a poem, but this is also in the form of conversation. This is also in the form of dialogue. So we will just go through the rules and some samples which I have kept for you so that you can observe them and learn. Children, now dialogue writing. What is dialogue writing actually? It is a conversation in a story, or really anytime something is said aloud. Okay, that means it's just a talking between two people. When you write dialogue, you are stating a person's exact words. Okay. Now here is the example of picture dialogues, children. Now see. Now this girl says, my head feels extremely heavy. Okay, then here she replies, silly, that's because our heads are disproportionate to our bodies. Okay, so she has said something and then she has replied to that. Okay, so that is how. Then I will show you one more set of picture dialogue. Now you see this. Okay, now see. Okay, now here it is, the first one. I need to cover everything now. Now it is the first one. Raki, what did you do in school today? Now this mother is asking. Okay, she's asking to her child. So Raki replies, I played with my friends. Then Raki's mother asks, what did you play? Then Raki says, hide and seek. So then again mama asks, so Raki, who did you play with? That means, who were your friends who were playing with you? So Raki replies, Amar and Malini. Then mama asks, are you hungry? So she says yes. Okay, so these are sets of picture dialogues. Now let's go to the next one. Now see children, some basic rules which we should remember when we write dialogues. Okay, start a new paragraph each time a new person speaks. That means, suppose if mama is speaking, let's say the same dialogue, that Rakhi and mother one. Okay, so first I will write mother. I will try to show it to you over here. Okay, now first I will write now this is the margin children of your page, so I am going to write M, that means mother. So what was the first dialogue she said? She said, what did you do in school today? Okay. So first dialogue is, what did you did you do in school today? Oh, TODAY, today, question mark. Okay, now then Rakhi replies, I then Rakhi replies, I played with my friends. Isn't it? I played. So that way I will keep on writing M for mother and R for Rakhi. Okay, so I am going to take a new line whenever I write new set of dialogue, new dialogue. Make sure the reader knows who is talking. How will you make sure? By writing over here. Now see, this R is meant for, actually I should write MOTHER, mother over here, and this should be RAKHI, Rakhi. Okay, so this is what it should be like. Okay, then give a balanced mix of action and talking. That means let both the speakers speak equally, maybe 2 or 3 whatsoever, let them all speak equally. Let all characters have equal say. This is what it means. Then try and resolve the discussion by the end of the page. That means, suppose if you are talking on some topic, maybe suppose if I give you an example, there's a child in the class who always keeps on falling sick. Okay, so then the teacher inquires that way. So then end will be that the teacher suggests the child, advises the child to eat healthy food and do all sort of exercises, so that end should be proper. You should not just abruptly end. Ending should not be sudden. Let everybody speak properly. That means all the dialogue should be proper. Then at the end you should see that your topic is completed. Okay children, then let's go to a sample dialogue writing. Okay, so let's go through the sample dialogue writing children. Now here, a student, a dialogue between a teacher and a student who comes late. Now see, it's written over here. See, it's written. So this part can be written in the margin, what we have in a margin, that way. Now the student says, it's the student who's saying, okay, may I come in, sir? Teacher says, yes, stand here. Why do you always come late? Then S is for student and T is for teacher. Sir, it is the bus which makes me late. Teacher, what time do you leave home? Sir, I leave home at 7:45. Then the teacher says, how far is your home from here? Student says, it is about 3 kilometers from here. Teacher, that is why you get late. You leave your home very late. Sir, I take my breakfast at 7:30 a.m. What time do you get up? I get up at 7 a.m. Then teacher says, don't you offer your prayers? Student, not regularly. That means, see, the teacher is giving good advice also. My dear, it is a bad habit. Change your routine. Routine means your daily work. Okay. Always get up early in the morning, offer your prayers, and go for a morning walk. Student, sir, there is no park near our home. Teacher, no problem, you can walk along the street in the morning time, take breakfast at right time, and then leave for school. Student, you are right, sir. From tomorrow, I shall never be late. Teacher, good. One thing more you should keep in mind, regularity and punctuality conquer the mountains. That means if you are regular and if you are punctual with everything, then you can attain great heights. Okay, so the child says, thank you very much for your good advice. Can I sit now, sir? Okay, so this was a sample.